Hello, everyone. It's Yellow Girl here. Grab your popcorn, sit tight, and bear with me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bear With Me. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Bear With Me Podcast. How's everyone doing? A happy Wednesday, guys. I am doing just fine. As you guys can, probably tell, because I probably sound more relaxed and everything. It's summertime. I finished my finals. There's no more school for now. I have 3 months to relax now. I made it to the dean's list. So, I'm thriving, doing amazing, just enjoying my summer, working on myself, working out. Just honestly having fun. And even this morning, I literally woke up late not that late, but it was like 12 o'clock when I left bed. And then I just did not feel like going for a run because it is so hot outside to the point where I could literally fall on the ground if I run for, too long because it's so sunny. It's so hot to the point where it's literally dangerous. And I don't want to risk it. So I didn't feel like lifting either. I didn't feel like, doing leg day or anything. So I literally just played Just Dance. And guys, every time I play Just Dance, it just literally makes me so happy because it reminds me of whenever my siblings and I would literally play it every time. And it's the fact that literally even my parents would play. Well, my parents would play because they wanted to exercise because it's, dance. It's like you're moving your body, so you're exercising. But me and my siblings, we would have the best time of our lives. Like, it was amazing. We would invite friends over to play Just Dance with us, or even just like we party, we sports. It was amazing. And I literally missed those times. So every time, and it's not, I know there is Just Dance now where you can connect your phone to your laptop and pretty much dance. And then your phone, it's kind of the controller. But I don't know. I don't really like that, especially because if you're doing the free trial, I think you can only do either 2 dances for free or 4 or 3, I'm not sure. But everything is on YouTube now. So, since my goal now is to, have fun, but also like to work out whenever I don't feel like going for a run or lifting. So I just go on YouTube. Literally everything is there. And mind you, I know there is other Just Dances are, I don't know if they're still making it. I don't know the last one that came out. Honestly, I have no idea. But I always, always, always play or dance to Just Dance 2014 because this is literally the one that my siblings and I had, and this is the one that we just had a lot of fun. And then we also had the 2015 one, but nothing beats the first one. 2014 was just a perfect one. My siblings and I memorized all of the choreos. And literally, because I love some of the songs from that Just Dance, like Limbo, for example. Or just literally by Rihanna, Where Have You Been? So I have those songs on my phone. So whenever sometimes I'm either going for a run or working out, it's actually like a tip. It's like a good distraction whenever you don't want to focus on getting too tired or wanting to stop running. I play the songs from Just Dance and I literally just imagine myself doing the choreo while I'm running, just dancing. It's such a good distraction and it's just so good. And since we're talking about running, let me give you a tip that I used to do and I don't know if I already shared this on the podcast, but if I did, it's okay. I mean, you're not gonna, die if you listen twice. But something that I used to do is every time there was a new album from, my favorite artist or, just a singer I liked, I would kind of run if I didn't want to run for too long, or I knew I didn't have that much energy to run a lot that day. I would do this thing where I would either create a playlist and put all of your favorite songs on there. It doesn't have to be like all of them, because obviously you want to stop running eventually. So 15 songs max. And so you kind of run without stopping. And when that playlist is that like done, whenever the last song is playing and is done, that's when you stop running. So if you want to try that, go ahead and try it. This worked for me and it was really good. Sometimes if I don't really have that much energy to go for a run, or to run for that long, I still do that sometimes. So if your favorite artist who's dropped an album, you can always just run to that album, because an album usually has like 15 songs or 14 songs, or some of them even less. So literally just run while you're listening to a new album. Like, for example, I know Billie Eilish just dropped a new album. So if you want to try and go for a run, or you already go for a run, but like you either know you might not have a lot of energy like a certain day and you haven't listened to the album yet, or even if you have, it doesn't matter. Literally just try this out. Play the songs while you're running, and it'll be a good distraction, because something that I do is whenever I was listening to, because I remember the first time I tried it was whenever Dixie D'Amelio dropped her album, which was called, okay, no, I'm not going to be satisfied. I actually have to figure out the name of the album. Just give me a minute. I have to, okay? I'm one of those people that if I don't remember something, I will not be able to breathe properly. Like, I have to know. Whenever she dropped a Letter to Me, that album, I remember, and oh yeah, I know. You're like, oh, you listen to TikTok? Yes, I do. I love Dixie D'Amelio. I love her songs, okay? Yeah. So I remember listening to her album the first time, and I was running. And a good thing about that is because obviously, like, it's the first time you're listening to the album, so you kind of want to be like, oh, what song should I add to my playlist? Which one is my favorite song? Which one is my least favorite? So while you're running and listening to the songs, you're kind of also analyzing them and listening to them and paying close attention and be like, like listening to the lyrics, the beat and everything, be like, I don't really like this one. Oh, I love this one. And if you really love a specific song, you can even like, play it again. I think it's a fun hack and it's really cool. And it's something that I used to do, not as much. Like, I don't do it so much anymore, but it's something that I used to do. And I guarantee you guys that it can work, especially if you just, love listening to music. I mean, who doesn't, right? If you really love music and things like that, just try this hack and let me know on Instagram how it goes. But I literally guarantee you guys it's going to be fun. I am pretty sure I already mentioned this here, and I already talked about this, but I want to talk about it again because it makes me really mad. The other day I was scrolling on Instagram, and this influencer that I follow, which I made sure to unfollow. No, I'm lying. I don't think I did, but I will. She openly talked about how she is on a diet and how she wants to lose weight. So she is, working out more and things like that. And, she's on a diet. And so she shared on her Instagram story what she was about to eat for lunch. And when I tell you, I wanted to DM her or swipe up on her story and write a paragraph. Like, when I tell you that I was so mad, like, this is not okay. And I know at the end of the day is your life, and you decide what to post on your social media. It's your stuff, it's your account. But I feel like from the moment you decide to be an influencer, you have to be responsible. You have to have responsibility you have to be responsible, okay, pretty much. Like, you have to be aware of the things you post because, and no, let me finish my thought first. Because you're actually influencing a lot of people. Like, because some people do things and they don't think, other people are actually going to do the same, or they don't think they're convincing other people or trying to, like, persuading other people to do the same thing. But, like, trust, like, they are. Like, they actually are. That plate had pretty much nothing on it, okay? It wasn't even going to make an 8-year-old full. And I am not exaggerating. It makes me so mad because these influencers have to have responsibility on their posts. They have to be aware. They have to be more self-aware. And I literally speak from experience because a few years ago, whenever I was a little bit too fixated on taking care of my body or being skinny or whatever, I literally remember looking at those posts of like, oh, here, this is my lunch, or this is my breakfast, this is dinner. I remember looking at those posts and being like, oh, I eat a lot then. And then literally doing the same thing the next day, to the point where my mom would look at my plate and be like, this is what you're eating? And I'm like, yeah, because I think is right, when in reality is wrong. And you might be like, oh, like, who are you? Are you a nutritionist? Like, why are you even talking about this? Well, I don't need to be one to tell you that that was not enough food and that that is not healthy for anyone, not even for a dog, probably. So I feel like social media, it's fun. Like, whenever I'm anxious and stuff, I go on TikTok and I, watch TikToks, kind of like a distraction or just a way of passing time, comedy, all that stuff. But we also have to be careful with the things we're watching, because trust, sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, like, I don't care. I'm so comfortable with myself and this and that. And when we realize it, we're actually doing the same thing that influencer is doing, which is so bad. Guys, I literally can guarantee you that food was not even enough for her, not even for a child. Like, that needs to stop, Like, that is not healthy for anyone. The fact that those people are promoting, unhealthy eating habits needs to stop. Like, that needs to stop. Like, eating disorders are serious. Like, that's not a joke. It's literally so serious. Like those influencers have followers that are like 14, 13, 12, 15. I was 15 or 14 whenever I saw that story a few years ago and tried to do the same thing. So, and some of you might be like, oh, but it's also, the 15-year-old, the 12-year-old needs to be mindful of what they're watching on social media, or their parents need to, be careful. And it's true. But at the end of the day, at 15, you are in high school already. So you're not, so much of a child anymore. But at the same time, it's still easy to persuade you to do something that is wrong, or that is not right. And you guys know, like, it's true. Like, in high school, I know a few things start in middle school, but like in high school, that's what most of the things start. Like, I literally remember my high school experience wasn't so bad, because, like, I'm not going to say it was horrible, because I know people who literally went through worse than me. But the fact that I knew, so many girls that, like, were nice and all, but, like, I wasn't really friends with them because they didn't find me fun, or they didn't think I was worthy of hanging out with because I didn't vape, for example, or because I didn't party. Because I analyze people's behaviors. I don't know if it has anything to do with being a psychology major, but I am an observer. Like, I actually watch. Oh my gosh, this sounds so creepy. I do not sit or lay back and watch people like that for fun, or it's not my hobby, I promise you. But it's just, I pay attention. So, and I noticed that, like, something that, okay, besides being friends from middle school, and be in high school together, I noticed that most of what those people had in common was the fact that they all vaped, they all drank, and they all partied. They would all go to parties. So that obviously, and I'm not saying that's the reason why they became friends, but I mean, that's kind of how people become close or even become friends, because it's like, oh, like, what do you do for fun? Oh my gosh, like, there's this party. Do you want to come? Oh yeah, sure. They drink together, they vape together, they share a vape in the bathroom of, in their high school bathroom during fourth period. And then it kind of becomes an everyday thing, and they become friends. That's literally how it happens. So yeah, how did I go from eating disorders how did I go from eating disorders to high school and vaping and all of that? Oh, because I was, I kind of had to pause myself for a bit. But yeah, because I was saying that kind of everything starts in high school or in college sometimes, honestly, because sometimes whenever you have strict parents, for example, and you couldn't really do much in high school. When you go to college, that's when you're free, so you kind of want to do everything that you weren't allowed to do while you were in high school or while you were living with your parents. So that's, when some people take that opportunity and go crazy, start experimenting a lot of things, drink, smoke, or just buy a lot of things, start shopping on Shein. I'm not trying to call anyone out because I shop on Shein anyway, but try to kind of become a different person or try to fit in, so yeah. And let me just say something about that. Something that I notice a lot nowadays is people try to fill their emptiness or void with materialistic things. They buy a lot of stuff, they just spend a lot of money, and for example, they have an iPhone 14, the 15 comes out, their 14 is brand new, and they will literally replace it, because they just want to, stay up to date with everything, fit in, be cool. And honestly, I just honestly feel like it's a little bit sad, because when you see materialistic things or let me put it this way, when you think that money can buy happiness, then you're never going to be satisfied, because you're just going to want more and more and more and more. Like, I can literally guarantee you, like 100%, the people who think that money can buy happiness are never 100% happy. That happiness is temporary. Because just think about it. You're rich, right? You're sad. What are you going to do? You are going to buy new shoes, right? What happens when those shoes are old? Or when you're like, oh, I bought this shoe or this pair of shoes. Yeah, like, and then you kind of look at them and it's like, it's kind of not that deep. They're cool or whatever. You start wearing them, and then later you kind of start getting tired of them. And then what? What are you going to do next? See what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's a little bit sad. And again, it kind of goes back to what I was saying about, eating and watching people on social media, because it's like sometimes we're watching those people and we want to be like them. We're like, oh my gosh, like this girl has a beautiful body. I want to be like her. I want to look like her. I want to have what she has. And then we don't even know what that girl is like going through. We don't even know anything about her, I feel like I literally went above and beyond, but I'm just going to literally end this by saying this. People will show you what they want you to see, especially on social media. People, and this is literally why, like, years later, someone gets famous and things like that, something always comes out. Oh, this person did this. Oh my gosh, this is how they actually are. Oh my gosh, this person is involved in drama. And that's because people will literally show you what they want you to see. So just because someone posts, their body all the time, oh my gosh, this, and that does not mean that's how they are 24/7. Everyone struggles with something because we're human. Okay, we're human and we all go through life. Sometimes you think you're going through something and you think you're the only one, but in reality, everyone is going through the same thing, or everyone at least went through it, at some point. So if I could give you guys an advice, it would definitely be, if you feel empty, pray about it, go to church, seek God. Or if you, want to have a little bit of therapy, definitely go for it. I cannot stress this enough. A lot of people think that therapy is for crazy people, but no, it is not. Okay. If you want to have a healthy conversation with someone and kind of and if you need someone to help you understand your thoughts a little bit, go to therapy, man. Trust, you're going to be happy. So do not look for happiness. Okay. I should end on this note, but do not look for happiness on temporary things, because you are not going to be happy on a long term. Okay. Do not try to buy your happiness, because that is not how things work. Okay. Even though you see these celebrities here and there, they have this amount of money, they buy this, that, some of these celebrities are not truly happy. So yeah, this would probably be my advice for the day. I want to share something that I know is not a flex, but I just need to talk about this because for the longest time I was wrong. I just started drinking coffee and I do not even know how I feel about it. I used to hate coffee. The smell, like it. The taste, horrible. And I would never understand how people my age would drink coffee, because I literally tried it one time and I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally super bitter. I cannot drink this. I don't know how you guys do it. This is horrible. I don't want it. I'm not drinking it. No. Okay, not even when I needed to stay awake, I would always go for energy drinks, which, I don't drink energy drinks at all. I did have Celsius a couple times, but those were not good experiences. So no, I don't really do energy drinks. But I remember whenever I was younger, my cousin used to drink tonic water and I tasted it too. And I hated it. And I hated the fact that I could not drink coffee or tonic water because it made me feel like a kid. Okay, my cousin is 1 year older than I am, and she would drink tonic water and coffee, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Because there's just no way. Tonic water was so bitter. I literally remember trying it one time, and I almost threw up. Okay, no, that's not true. I didn't throw up or anything, but I was like, this is horrible. How can people do it? I was like, I give up. I can't do it. And for the longest time, I just literally put it in my head. I was like, I hate coffee. I hate tonic water. I still hate tonic water, and I don't think I'm ever going to drink it. But I decided to give coffee a try because I was tired of being bloated and my gut issues. And I know coffee helps you, go to the restroom more often and things like that. But also, I wanted more energy. Okay, I wanted more energy. And then I realized that whenever my dad came to visit, my dad drinks this coffee that he likes to get from Asian stores. And that's where he also gets his tea, which my dad and I have something in common, which is we love to drink tea. And he always gets ginger and lemon tea and things like that. And I love those too. So every time he gets it, I always borrow it from him. And so I literally remember that when he left, I kind of, he left it. So he left, and so he kind of forgot to take it with him, I'm guessing. But he left this coffee, right? I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I will fail, but it's pretty much mushroom coffee, and it is mixed with milk. And so I remember, just one beautiful day, I remember I have it from when my dad left. So I was like, why not just give it a try, I know I hate coffee, but, I know there's good coffee out there. And mind you, I don't like to drink these Starbucks coffees and things like that, because those have a lot of sugar. And if you know me, I don't even drink juice. I don't drink lemonade. I don't drink any of those things. So coffee wouldn't be any different. Like those things, I don't know where those are coming from. So I don't drink it at all, because those have a lot of artificial stuff and sugar, and I don't like it. The only things that I drink are tea, water, I guess coffee now, and smoothies. Yeah, but I don't do any of that stuff. And so I was like, I low-key want more energy, so just let me give it a try. I loved it. I love it. Okay? And I know people say, oh my gosh, you don't like coffee, you're so lucky because I'm addicted to caffeine. That's what everyone says. When I say I don't drink coffee and I don't like coffee, they're like, you're lucky, because right now I feel like I'm addicted. Whatever. I don't drink it every day. Last time I had it was probably last week or 2 weeks ago. I drink it sometimes whenever I want a little boost of energy for my workouts. But I like it. And I can't believe it. I can't believe it, because sometimes I was like, oh, I hate this. Not just specifically with coffee, but about something. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate this. And they're like, there are different kinds, right? And I used to be like, no, I just hate it. Like, potato, whatever. It's bad. And now that I finally like coffee, in a way, I'm kind of mad, because it's like, why didn't I try this before? Like literally during finals week, or when I needed to stay awake for my shifts and things like that. I'm like, why didn't I never try that? And now I did, and it's summertime. So I will definitely update you guys on what I try next, specifically something that I used to hate. I will definitely update you guys on my coffee girl journey. And I know it's not a flex, because I know, caffeine or whatever, but I will definitely update you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun. I always do when I talk to all of you. And happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. Stay happy, stay blessed, and mwah.